This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone. Welcome to this session. We are going to talk about IIM Rohtak's IPM examination in this session. What are the important topics? On what topic should you focus on? Is what we are going to talk about. We all know that the examination date of IIM Rohtak is out, and most of you are in your form filling process as well for IIM Rohtak for the IPM examination. Some of you might be getting very less time after your board examinations for the Rohtak exam. So it's very important that we take care of our preparation and try to finish off all the important things from a Rohtak exam perspective within March, so that you are all set. And later on, you just need to revise stuffs and maybe practice from full length mock tests, and you will be all good. So we all know that the examination pattern we all are aware of. There are going to be three sections in the paper: quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability, 40 questions each, and you will be getting 40 minutes for each section. You cannot come back to a section after its 40 minutes are over, and if you submit a section before 40 minutes, you can you'll get to the next section, but again you cannot come back to the previous section. So the best way is to try to utilize all your 40 minutes in a particular section only. Do not try to close a section say after 20 minutes or 25 minutes, because otherwise those 10, 15, 20 minutes you will not get them added in any other section. So it's thing best approach is to use full 40 minutes, try to utilize full 40 minutes for a particular section and try to maximize your score. Don't over attempt don't over attempt, especially when it comes to quantitative ability and logical reasoning. Do not lose out marks in negative marking. That's very important. Do not lose out marks in negative marking. Try to keep very high accuracy in quant. Try to keep at least 90% accuracy in logical reasoning, and in verbal at least 80% accuracy should be your target. So the point is, whatever we do, we have to ensure that we are not losing out marks in negative marking. That is very important. Now, coming to the tentative questions breakup. Overall, if you would see in quantitative ability section, percentages and averages, time, speed, distance, time and work, mixture allegation, ratio proportion, and profit and loss, plus simple and compound interest. That is all our topics of arithmetic. All the topics of arithmetic will form the highest weightage in the exam, where you could have say 9 to 18 questions coming only from arithmetic, and hence arithmetic is very important. You will also have say 7 to 9 questions coming from PNC and probability. So PNC and probability from Rohtak exam perspective is an important topic. You will find lesser questions from PNC and probability in IIM Indore, but for Rohtak, PNC and probability are important. Then geometry and mensuration, again 7 to 9 questions. Number system, just 2 to 3 questions. Then topics like logarithms, square roots, cube roots, 1 to 3 questions again. You will not get any question from matrices, determinants, or higher mathematics in your IIM Rohtak exam, so you don't need to worry about it. Data interpretation, they did not give it last time, but it may come this time. But because we have tried to use last year as a reference, I have not included here. But you should assume that data interpretation may come in the exam with around 3 to 6 questions. Functions, graphs, quadratic equations, inequalities did not come last year in IIM Rohtak, so that is why it is not included. But you need to study all those topics like functions, graphs, inequalities, and quadratic equations for IIM Indore, and they are very important from IIM Indore perspective, but they are not that important from Rohtak exam perspective. Okay, Kunjan? Similarly, when we move to logical reasoning, you will find maximum number of questions in logical reasoning coming from arrangements and puzzles, which makes it a very important topic, around 8 to 12 questions from this. followed by blood relations, family tree, 4 to 6 questions, syllogism 1 to 3, statement assumption conclusion 2 to 4 each, directions 2 to 4, coding decoding 2 to 4, numeric and alphanumeric series 3 to 4 questions, and data sufficiency 2 to 4 questions. That's how your overall logical reasoning section will be placed. Again, if you would see this section, this is a very high scoring section in terms of the fact that you can maintain a high accuracy. It's okay that if say out of 40 questions you are attempting 18 questions, 20 questions, 22 questions, or 25 questions. Even if you attempt 60% of LR paper with almost close to 100% accuracy, you are all set for a good score. So both for Quant and LR, your focus should be that I attempt around 60 to 70% paper, but whatever I attempt, I get that particular thing almost correct. That is very important from the perspective of Quant and LR. Coming to verbal part, reading comprehension and vocabulary form the most important part. You will find 8 to 14 questions from reading comprehension, 8 to 14 questions from vocabulary, specifically word usage. Then there are certain other topics like sentence correction, sentence completion, para jumbles, para summary, word replacement. All these topics will have say few questions coming from them. But the most important topics are reading comprehension and word usage, where almost 60 to 70% of your paper will be coming from these two topics alone. When I say word usage, I am talking about how a particular word is used in a sentence, its meaning, its opposite, antonyms, synonyms, and the way a particular word is being used in a context. We are going to study some of these topics in the upcoming classes as well, and but the broader point is vocabulary and RCs are important, and you should be focusing on vocabulary as well while you are preparing for the examination. So these are some of the topics with relatively higher weightage, and hence even if say you can do these topics, you will be all set. Now, while I said that you should be aiming to attempt 60 to 70% of your content LR part with around close to 100% accuracy, when it comes to verbal, you should be looking at attempting around 80% paper with say around 80% accuracy, because at times when it comes to questions from RCs or questions from parajumbles or sentence correction, your accuracy will drop in verbal. But please ensure that in vocabulary you are not letting your accuracy drop. In See, vocabulary is like maths. You either know the meaning of the word or you don't know. You either know the contextual meaning of the word, its usage, or you don't know. So do not lose out marks in verbal because of vocabulary questions. It's okay if your accuracy is around 80% in RCs or sentence correction or parajumbles, but when it comes to vocabulary based questions, try again for a 90 to 100% accuracy is what you should be aiming for. Your target should be uh, for people who have their board exams this year, your target should be that within 15th of April you are completing your entire syllabus, and then you don't need to come back for the syllabus part, and then later on after boards exam you are just practicing from mock tests. That should be your target. uh, people who don't have their boards, they can continue to study as per their regular schedule, but people who have boards, they should try to complete the syllabus say around a month before their board exams start. Gunjan, if you are in college and you are pursuing any graduation course already, if that is what you mean, or are you referring to so in that case, if you don't have any exams in your college, you can just continue to study for the IPM examination, and aim to complete the syllabus by May end with a good amount of practice. Okay, any questions, anyone? Anyone has any questions? Okay, so we will be sharing with you the schedule for your class live classes in March. we will be doing more live classes in March. We will continue to do the live classes, uh, even in the Feb last week. We will share it with you. Gunjan, the expected cutoff will be in the range of say around 55 to 60% marks. So you should target for 60% marks and you will be safe. See, if suppose say there are 120 questions in the paper, you should try to get around say 70 questions correct, 70 net questions correct. Viral, if your college exam is in April, you should try to finish off as much as you can by 15th of March and then resume your studies after your college exams. Harsh, yes, I will be sharing this PDF in the group, in the WhatsApp group right away. Okay. Any more questions, anyone? I will be sharing with you the schedule for live classes in March so that you can plan your studies accordingly. In case anyone wants a revised study plan, please send me an email with the topics you have completed and you are comfortable with so that I can send you a revised study plan accordingly. If for LR, Viral, the best book I will suggest you to practice from is there is one book by Arihant publication, Logical Reasoning for Cat. You can use that for IPM because mostly Rohtak will give you questions on similar lines. Arihant publication LR book. Verbal ability, if you have the Pearson IPM book, that will suffice, Harsh. For verbal and quant, IPM Pearson book will suffice. Only for LR, you can refer to Arihant publication book, which is Logical Reasoning for Cat by Arihant publication. People, one request, I have seen that some of you end up solving Arun Sharma for Cat as the part of your IPM preparation. Please don't do that. And only LOD one for LR Aviral. Please don't solve Arun Sharma books for your IPM exam. Yes, marking scheme is +4 -1. Okay. Viral, because the kind of questions and the kind of level of questions you are going to get in IPM, they are not at par with what you solve in Arun Sharma for CAT for verbal and for CAT in quant. See, Arun Sharma, you should end up solving that only if you are done with your Pearson book and you want to keep on practicing and you are okay in practicing something of higher level. But if you are say starting from scratch or you are still to solve all the I exact very close to IPM level questions, then first please do Pearson book. That's something which is going to help you. And mock questions, yes, mock questions are almost at par with the actual examination level. We have every year seen that people who whatever score they score in mocks, they end up scoring 20 to 30 marks more in the actual exam. So if you are solving mock questions, they are definitely going to serve for you the best possible way for practice. But mocks are for testing purpose also. From practice perspective, first solve Pearson book for con, Pearson book for verbal, and Ariant book for LR. If say you are done with the Pearson book for content verbal, you have time left, then you can move on to Arun Sharma's book, but not before that. There are sectional tests, there are topic tests in the course which are going to help you with practice for questions of IPM level. Yes, Harsh, there will be sectional tests also. Gunjan, what do you mean by live tests? We already have mock tests which are live in your course. Yes, we will be providing you. Don't worry. So I guess currently most of the mocks in your course, they are of IIM Indore pattern. We will provide you 3 to 4 mocks on IIM Rohtak pattern also. It will be after Rohtak. It will be after Rohtak. It will not be before Rohtak. No update from IIM Bangalore. Aviral, I will suggest you to, whenever you take a mock, after taking a mock, you analyze the mock test to see where did you go wrong, and even see the solutions for questions which you did correct, to see if there was a shortcut, questions where you made silly mistakes, question where you genuinely made a mistake, and whether that mistake was conceptual or application based, so that then you can work on those areas, practice accordingly, and then come back and take another mock test. Do not take a new mock test without analyzing the previous mock test and having worked on its weak areas. If we will get any update from any of the other IIMs also launching a IPM course, we will definitely let you know. Both Gaya and Jammu, I will suggest you not to go for. Not good. They are struggling for their MBA courses, forget what they are going to do with their IPM courses as of now. IIM Ranchi, yes, you should go for it. Okay. In case you will have any more questions, feel free to ask them in the group. I will share with you the schedule of classes for the month of March in the group. For IIM Ranchi, let me take let me so what exactly do you want to know about IIM Ranchi? The examination score which they are going to consider for IIM Ranchi IPM course is basis your SAT examination score, plus they will be taking a writing ability test and they will be taking an interview. So they will not be conducting a separate IPM exam, they will be taking it through SAT score. There is no entrance examination for IIM Ranchi. IIM Ranchi is going to take SAT score, and then basis the SAT score, they are going to shortlist you. Once you are shortlisted, they are going to take a writing ability test and a personal interview. Bangalore is still not known. Aviral will keep a separate session for SAT. It's a different exam on entirely different lines. Its difficulty level is not at all compared with the difficulty level of IPM. SAT is going to be easier, and SAT is more going to be more verbal oriented than Quant. Gunjan, study plan cannot be general for all. You will have to mail me the topics you have completed and you are comfortable with, and I will send you a study plan basis the topics you have already completed, and and the time and the dates available to you for preparation depending upon your college schedule. So please mail me that, and I will send you the study plan. Same for you, Akshat, and same for everyone. I personally don't believe in sharing a common study plan. You send me your topics, things we have covered so far, and I will send you a personalized study plan. Okay. Anyone else? Any other query? Any other doubt? Parinay, if you are taking mock tests, try to be in 200 plus range. Okay, perfect. I will be sharing with you this PDF so that you can keep this PDF for future reference with you. And we'll again resume live classes for both verbal and con in next few days. I will be sharing with you the class schedule. In meanwhile, keep solving, keep practicing questions from the topic tests and the books you have. If you are stuck in any question, please don't hesitate in asking doubts in the group. We are here to help you. Please ask your doubts and we will help you out. Please don't keep your doubts to yourself. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. I am sharing this PDF and I will be sharing with you the class schedule for March very soon. I will share it in another couple of days. Latest by Sunday, you will have the schedule with you. Thank you, everyone. Good night.